Now let's take another look at your forecast. Live pictures from the ballpark in Kannapolis. After a few gloomy days, things are going to start looking up just in time for your Friday and, more importantly, your holiday weekend forecast. Well done, Chris.
Thank you so much. It was stressful, Ben, but I'm glad we got through it, because think about it. If this was all colliding into Easter or even the Easter weekend, might be some extra stress because, hey, we have a lot of things to do outside. Kids, I know, want to hunt some Easter eggs, but we don't have any weather that's going to be delaying that. Instead, we have some cloud cover that's overhead right now. I'm stopping the clock right here at 2 o'clock. At this point, we're seeing a lot more blue sky further off towards the west, but it's really by the mid to late afternoon we're going to see a considerable bit of that extra blue sky, and eventually wall-to-wall sunshine is going to be upon us. So a perfectly sunny, cloudless end to your Thursday. It's because of all this jazz. A bunch of L's and fronts that are all jumbled off towards the east. This is a stationary front or a quasi-stationary front, and that just means that the front's kind of moving, but eventually it's going to kick into high gear. I want to zoom in here to Anson County. For one, you're looking at the PD River. The camera, one, is shaking because it's super windy behind the system. We'll get to that in a sec, but here's the PD River. It's a very big river, kind of like the Catawba River that we have close to the Charlotte area, but right now it's under a flood advisory, flood warning, because it is exceeding its banks. So just coming to a low flood level, and eventually it's going to come down over the next 24 to 48 hours. But all that rain did that, so you can see it's a little higher than normal. You can see our futurecast wind gusts gusting as high as 45 miles per hour up in the mountains. This front is also blowing in some of that cooler air. Winds out of the north here in Charlotte gusting as high as 20 to 25 for the afternoon. Overnight tonight, winds calm down a little bit, but still gusting as high as 15, I think, across the Charlotte area, then down to about that 8 to 10 range. That's going to cut off, really, I think, most frost formation. So even though some temperatures dropping down to the mid-30s, especially off towards the north and west, that's going to eliminate some of the frost. High temperatures today, though, much better than yesterday. Yesterday, we hit 57 degrees in Charlotte. Morganton, you're actually a little bit cooler today. You hit 68 degrees. You were the warm spot. Speaking of, that is the magic number, the average room temperature, 68 degrees. And then going forward, we are going to get much warmer. But first, we have to hit our coldest night of the week. We're looking at temperatures dropping down to either side of 40 degrees, but it will be much cooler up in the mountains. Still, everyone's staying above freezing, but you notice that 39 will come again. It's about another week from now. Next Thursday and Friday, for the 4th and 5th of April, we're back down to the upper 30s, but we're officially at the average last freeze of the season. It's usually March 28th that we have our last freeze in the Charlotte area. It has gone into May, but just letting you know, we're distancing ourselves from that magical freezing 32-degree number. Our high temperatures, though, are about to surge. We're looking at the mid-70s, which is near perfect weather on Saturday. And if you want some warmer weather, maybe want to bust out the sprinkler for the kids, the lower 80s on Sunday and Monday. But then eventually a cold front's going to tank us back down to a chilly reality Wednesday and Thursday into the lower 60s, and that'll come with some rain as well. So hour by tomorrow, that's where we're anticipating a sunnier forecast. We're going to be sunny pretty much for the entirety of the weekend, right about 70 degrees for tomorrow afternoon as well. A beautiful holiday weekend. Look at all those chocolate eggs. We're looking at all-day sunshine on Saturday, still staying breezy, though. Today, tomorrow, and Saturday will all have gusts to 25. It's a little less windy on Sunday, but here's the difference. That wind is out of a warmer direction, so both days, even though they might be breezy, the wind will feel much warmer, especially at 80 degrees for Easter Sunday. Going forward, though, we will eventually topple things down, as I mentioned, behind that front. We're in the upper 70s on Tuesday. Expect a mostly cloudy Monday, a near overcast Tuesday, overcast on Wednesday, and there's a special icon on here. Yeah, the Knights home opener coming on Tuesday, so baseball season has begun.